There's the actus reus and the mens reus. The actus reus is the guilty act, and the mens reus is the guilty mind. And I don't believe that he had a criminal intent in anything that he did.
If Constable Spina was recording me on a public sidewalk and I went up to him and I grabbed his phone, would I be under arrest?
Well, what I'll tell you is that what we believe is that if this was two civilians, nobody would have been arrested. You never identified yourself as a journalist to him as he walked up to you, because we actually looked at that charge. But for that charge, you have to identify yourself as a journalist. That's all I'm putting forward here is my opinion. It will go up to the higher-ups, and they'll make a decision from there.
It's not supposed to be your opinion, sir. You're supposed to uphold the law.
All right. How's it going, sir?
Good. I just wanted to introduce myself and let you know I've been assigned to investigate your interaction with the Halton officer from a little while ago.
Yep.
So if you need it, since you're recording, I'll just say it. My phone number is 905-693. And my email is mark.murray@haltonpolice.ca.
Thanks, Mark.
And my badge number is 8470.
I just have one more question.
Yeah, of course.
So during this whole time, is Detective Matthew Spina been employed still? I mean, obviously he's been employed. Has he been suspended with pay? Has he been on the streets?
I honestly don't know for sure, but my belief is that no, he's not suspended.
Oh, that's great. That's great news. All right, Mark. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Well, we'll talk again once you send back that this is what you want your statement to say.
Yep. All right. Sounds good. Bye.
Thanks. Bye. James, you there?
Yeah, what's going on?
Not too much, man. You got a minute?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to give you the update. I haven't finished my report yet, but I did meet with the Crown on whatever day it was last week. And I showed him the video and I showed him your statement and everything. We went over it several times. At the end of the day, the Crown said that there was reasonable and probable grounds to lay a criminal charge of mischief against Constable Spina if I deemed it necessary to go through criminal court. Can you hear me?
Yep.
I'm sure you're not going to be thrilled about this, but after doing a full investigation, I do not feel that it warrants a criminal charge. So I will not be laying a criminal charge. It will go down to the Police Service Act level for further investigation.
All right.
Do you have any questions?
Nah, man. You investigated your own and you found no wrongdoing, even though...
No, I didn't. I did not say that. Yeah. I did not say that. What I said is I don't believe the actions warrant a criminal charge. He will be further investigated at the Police Service Act level because that's what the Police Service Act is there for when officers do misconduct while on duty. I did not say he didn't do anything wrong. I feel that there are some things there that need to be dealt with, but I don't feel that going through criminal court is appropriate for what happened.
And why is that?
Because I don't believe there was any criminal intent in anything he did. I do believe that some of his actions require some sort of review internally, but I don't believe there was any criminal intent on anything he did.
So him physically putting his hands on me, taking my property, putting it into his pocket.
I slowed the video down about 20 times and watched every screenshot I could, and I never see him make contact with you. He makes contact with the phone, and he pulls the phone out of your hand, but I never see him make contact with you.
The phone is an extension of my body, sir.
Well, I mean, that's your opinion. I mean, obviously the offense of assault would be direct or indirect, so by taking the phone, he is causing some sort of contact, indirect contact with your body. But again, there's two elements to every offense. There's the actus reus and the mens reus. The actus reus is the guilty act, and the mens reus is the guilty mind. And I don't believe that he had a criminal intent in anything that he did. Again, I do believe it needs further review, and I do believe that there will be some sort of, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. I do feel that it will be handled at a different level, but I don't think it's in the best interest of the public or anybody to have what happened between the two of you go through the criminal court.
All right, let me ask you one more question.
Yep.
If Constable Spina was recording me on a public sidewalk and I went up to him and I grabbed his phone, would I be under arrest?
Well, what I'll tell you is that what we believe is that if this was two civilians, nobody would have been arrested.
Oh,
So-
for sure I would still press charges. What do you mean? I was assaulted and my property was stolen from me.
Well, like I said before, even the Crown I reviewed it with didn't believe there was an assault or a theft.
Okay.
What he believed there was reasonable probable grounds for was a mischief, because in the verbiage for mischief, there's a line that says interfering with the lawful use of somebody's property.
And what's the definition for theft? Taking someone's property and putting it in their pocket? That doesn't reach the definition of theft, sir?
Well, because for theft, it's to convert to their own use, and there was no intent to convert to his own use.
Oh, he turned off the recording device was actually turned off. So let me make one thing aware to you if you're not too sure about it. RV Serafinitis gives us the right to record police officers in the line of duty. That officer was in the line of duty. I'm a journalist working on a story about officers. I was assaulted. My property was stolen. You guys are looking at the complete wrong charge. Mischief? Sir, that's an I forget the exact words, but he intimidated a journalist. That's a very, very serious charge.
So we watched the video. The Crown and I, several times. You never identified yourself as a journalist to him as he walked up to you, because we actually looked at that charge. But for that charge, you have to identify yourself as a journalist.
I didn't have a chance to identify myself as a journalist. I was assaulted. I was ran up on and I was assaulted. Look, sir, I'm gonna have to leak a complaint on you now as well. I mean, it is what it is. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in you, man. I'm very disappointed in you. By your logic, it's okay for undercover officers to going around just grabbing people's phones out of their hands. There's no problem with that. Right? There's no criminal. There's no criminal intent in that.
Again, you're gonna take it how you want to take it, and I understand that you're upset. I know what happened between you and Toronto, so I'm sure that's probably part of why you're upset. But I'm not saying that it was okay. I'm not at all saying that it was okay. All I'm saying is I don't believe there was criminal intent. I don't believe it's in the best interest of the public to put it through criminal court, and I don't think that the criminal court system is the appropriate place for this to be dealt with.
I don't think it's in the
for those reasons, and that's what it'll be dealt with under.
I don't think it's in the public's interest to put him through the criminal court, is what you just said. I completely disagree with that. I think the public is going to be outraged with that. With what you just said, I think the public will be outraged, sir.
Maybe.
I don't think there's. Yeah. All right.
I think the general person that's not involved in the situation would watch the video and say, yeah, the officer did something wrong, but that is not worth a criminal charge. That is my opinion. And honestly, that's all I'm putting forward here is my opinion. It will go up to the higher-ups, and they'll make a decision from there.
It's not supposed to be your opinion, sir. You're supposed to uphold the law. Okay. Now you're saying
if you have any questions, call me back. Once the report's done later this week or early next week, it'll go to a professional standards bureau. They'll review it. They'll make a decision whether they agree with my findings or not. If they don't agree with me, they could proceed with a criminal charge. If they do agree with me, it'll be investigated under Police Service Act at the next level.
Have a good day, sir.
Okay, bye.
This is far from over. If you want to follow the complaint I've made, I put a reference number in the description. Copy and paste it into the Leaka website, also listed below, and you can follow it just like I can. I left all contact information for the Burlington Police below if you'd like to peacefully address your government. We cannot let Matthew Spina get away with this. If it were any one of us who did that, we would be locked in a cage. Mark Murray is also a complete joke by not pressing the mischief charge at the very least. And they knew I was a journalist. I told them at the 2 previous stations I went to that day. So ladies and gentlemen, these are the tyrants of Burlington. Let's hold them accountable. Everybody make a complaint. Everybody hold this man accountable. He's making this money on your tax dollars. This is how much money he's made. So ladies and gentlemen, if you stand for freedom and you don't want these tyrants roaming around your city, make sure you stand up and you do something about it. We need to take Canada back from the tyranny. There's more update videos coming. I do not just let stuff fall by the wayside. We are going to stand up to the tyranny, file complaints, file lawsuits. We're not going to let it go. So hit that sub button if you want to support further. Check the links down below in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Ontario Audit. Later.